What's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video we're diving back into PKA level 100 plus level 150 actually, because this particular team will definitely clear the level 150 stage. Now in today's video I have tweaked the team that I put out yesterday, and in today's video we have another no-stall team. So I put out this team yesterday. It works exceptionally well. You get 5 extra drops, which is kind of unheard of for like PKA level 150, but something that a lot of people are struggling with is Zoro Sanji being max Super Tandem level. Now, Zoro Sanji at level 3 need 3 of the following characters. At level 5, they only need 2. And with Yamato, you need 3 particular characters as well for her final tap. However, once you get her to level 4, it becomes 2 characters. So a lot of people have struggled or messaged me and saying, like, what's a replacement for the Super Tandem, or I don't have enough damage for the Super Tandem. I thought I'd put out this particular video. It basically runs the exact same way, but I basically wanted to put it out just to say, hey, look, if you guys don't have these high final taps, if you don't have these high Super Tandems, you can use this particular variant instead. And the team looks basically identical, except we replaced Boa on the team with a Luffy character. And there is a Luffy that gives you a 50% extra drop, being the Quick Luffy. This particular Luffy gives you a orb buff, he gives you base stats, he gives you recovery orbs, and this can actually work in your favor with getting the super swap of Zoro Sanji as well. But the team looks a little bit like this. You do want to have the Uta support on Luffy, so that way you get a chain buff. But if you guys don't have the Uta support, you can basically just use any Luffy you like. It doesn't even have to be a quick Luffy. The options are endless. Like, you have Red Rock Luffy, you have the 6-star Luffy, you have Onsen Luffy. Any Luffy that gives a chain buff. There is a Rare Recruit Strength Luffy that gives a chain buff. He's definitely going to work. But look, as long as you can bring any Luffy at all and then bring some sort of chain boosting support, that's going to be the play, because the way that Luffy works is he just replaces the Boa unit, who gives you a chain buff on turn 4. So that's basically all you have to replace. We are using Arlong still. Arlong gives a guaranteed drop, and we are utilizing a friend captain, Jinbei. Jinbei works for the Super Tandem of Luffy, the final tap of Yamato, as well as being the boosted character for this particular piece of content. So you will be getting 3 extra drops thanks to him. So that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, a lot of people have said, will the regular 5-star Arlong work? I believe so, as long as he gives Threshold, which I'm pretty sure he still does. You are going to still have enough damage with this particular team. With the other speed team I put out, like, you might not get there, but I imagine the 5-star work fine. Now, the trick I was talking about with Zoro and Sanji is when Zoro Sanji has a tandem or a recovery orb or a Wano slot, you can actually build up their super swap charge just by tapping with that particular orb. Now, if you tap with them last, now I actually stuffed up and lost the recovery orb, but I got a tandem orb, lucky for me. So let's pretend like we still have that recovery orb. If you tap with them last and don't kill anything, as you guys see here, it actually still increases your super swap charge. So what you can actually do with this particular strat is you can build up the super swap of Zoro Sanji very, very easily, because Luffy allows you to start with a full body recovery orbs. It's very, very cheeky. It works very, very nicely if you need a little bit more damage. The extra Luffy unit also triggers this super EX of Ace. So this way, if you don't have Roger Odin, you get a bigger attack boost with Ace there as well. Works very nicely. On turn 3 against Lunar and Garner, you literally just use the Jinbei special and you can kill so easy here. It's not even a worry because you're going to get Jinbei back. He tanks the 50k death damage with his damage reduction. It works like a dream. On turn 4, you come up against, I believe it's Mihal and Skull. They have damage reduction and 2 lackeys in the back that have resilience. There's also an intimidation for orb buffs here. So unfortunately, the Luffy orb buff doesn't work in our favor. If you guys are using the Rodin support, what you can actually do here as well is use the EX of Ace. That's going to give you an attack boost here and just allow you to kill very easily. But the key unit here is Yamato. She clears the back units. She also removes the damage reduction. It works very, very nicely. Works very, very effectively. And you can just basically focus all your shots onto Skull and Mihal. Now, Skull and Mihal give you an attack down if you blow at 2.5 times chain. So that's where that Uta support comes in clutch. We now finish at a 2.8 times chain. So if you finish with your final tap being, what's his name? Jinbei, you are going to do a lot of damage, but as you can see, as soon as you hit with Jinbei before hitting with Yamato, you have so much damage and you can just easily kill there. Plus, remember, if you have the attack boost of Ace, like, it's a very easy kill. On the final stage against Ace himself, he's going to give us a full battle recovery orbs, increase our healing, put up damage reduction, threshold, and defense up, and is immune to everything except for increased damage and defense down. This is where Arlong's so good. This Arlong is perfect for this stage, and I love that they've done this. Like, having this Arlong on the team not only works for Jinbei, and he's super type, but he's perfect for this stage. He gives you all the extra buffs, the threshold, the base stats, the increased damage taken, because Ace has all of the defensive effects. It works so nicely, and then you can remove the damage reduction and the threshold thanks to Jinbei and the Sanji part of Zoro and Sanji. If you guys do have the super swap of Zoro and Sanji, it's not going to matter which version you're in. You're going to get a little bit more damage because you're going to have a higher attack boost with the super swap of them or the Ace EX. Either way, it's going to work fine. And then you won't need Roger and Odin either on Yamato. So a little bit less supports. I have the Vivi support for some, what's it called? For some color affinity, because now everyone is a free spirit thanks to Sanji, and it's going to work out just absolutely amazing. Like, it's an absolute dream. I actually have the rush ability too. So if you want to hit like one rush for more damage, as you guys will see, at level 143, we don't even do the final tap of Yamato, and we are already hitting like well over a billion damage. So nice, easy stuff. When Ace dies, though, he hits you with a bunch of damage, either 150k or 500 times his attack, depending on where your HP is, above or below 60%. Having damage reduction from Jinbei, having threshold from Arlong allows you to tank that, and like I said, if you have the final tap of Yamato at your disposal as well, which you will, you have that 2.8 up to 2.8 times extra damage on top of her final tap with a 1 orb. It's just going to be absolutely bazunga wunga. So, it's going to wrap up the video. I will put out a 150 run with my original team for you guys, just to show you guys that we'll be able to clear it. I have used it up until this point, and it works like absolutely fine. So, if you enjoyed the video, belt like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!